Hey guys, Roger5 here with episode number 25 of the Fulham career mode on FIFA 22. We're a quarter of a century through this career mode. And as you can see, Riley Webber is the key player for today's game against Man City in the FA Cup. You know, if we can knock these boys out, we well and truly have a chance of winning the whole thing. Because, you know, every competition Man City go into, they're the favourites. We knock them out, bish bash bosh. Surely we become the new favourites, you know, just purely on the fact that we knocked them out. And that's how it works, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. But the first major chance, does come to Phil Foden. Lovely strike. He was in way too much space. And he did, unfortunately for them, hit the crossbar. Thankfully for us, we were saved by the crossbar. And we kind of learnt our lesson. Don't give Phil Foden that much room. It's 26 minutes into the game. Dennis turns his man brilliantly, strikes the cross goal, puts it into the back of the net. And we are 1-0 to the good against Manchester City. Manchester City, we're 1-0 to the good. And we are looking to just hold on to this. If we can add goals, brilliant. If we can't, just sit back. Don't let them put the ball in the back of our net. You can probably tell by the team they're playing, it's not their strongest. You know, they've still got a couple of first team players out there. But some of the names you can probably see not really the most recognisable. As Webber plays the ball across to Ismaili Sarr. 52 minutes into the game, we have caught them on a counter-attack. Reed wins the ball back in the midfield, plays it down the line to Webber. And just like that, we are 2 goals to the good. As one of their better players on the pitch, Mahrez does lose possession. And Reed just charging forward. Now there's 20 minutes left. If we can get a third, this game is all over. And unfortunately, Ismaili Sarr couldn't quite get to that. And even if he did, you can see he was just offside. Unfortunately, would have not have counted. And, yeah, you know, we're 2-0 up, but there is always that risk against a team, especially Manchester City. There is always that risk that they could score, and then, no, Man City, they like the quick-fire goals, Man City, and a lovely save from Rodak does deny Gomez the chance of making it 2-1, as Jackie Boy Grealish plays it into Gomez. He plays it through to Bernardo Silva, and I don't know what Rodak is doing there. He missed the ball. I don't know if it was a mix-up in communication between Sikmas and Rodak, but they're 1-0. Sorry, they've got their 1 goal back. There's 1 goal in it now, and we're into the few minutes. They could steal the ball back here, start a counter-attack, and it would all be for nothing, as they do exactly that. But thankfully, we praise the refereeing gods, because he did blow the whistle. The game is done. 2-1 victors against Manchester City. And we are through to the next round of the FA Cup. So we've got a proper cup run going on now. And like I said, we've knocked the favourites out. Surely that makes us the favourites, as we do return to Premier League action. Taking on Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. And we start the game off 5 minutes into the game. Anthony Robinson puts a lovely cross right onto the head of young Carvalho. Really, really nice header. You know, he's not known for his heading. He's going to be more of that creative type in that attacking midfield position, but a lovely timed run and a header to match, as Liam Delap does go through on goal. That's always going to be the problem there with that one. Rory and Liam, I'm always going to get them mixed up. But Roberts does score a goal to put us 2-0 to the good. Not really the kind of player you expect to actually be scoring so much recently. Obviously, he has a lot of potential, and he had that incredible debut against Bournemouth. But since then, his goals have kind of been few and far between. He scored a few in the FA Cup against the likes of Hull and Barnsley and whatnot. But again, in this Premier League season, I believe that was his first goal in the league. So congratulations to him. We know what happened last time when he scored his first goal in the league. He went and scored a hat-trick on that game. And if that could happen here today, that would be brilliant. But from the corner, we lose that possession. And Eberechi Eze plays a lovely ball to Wilf Zaha. He's one-on-one with the keeper, and he just powers it in at the near post. So the score has been cut in half. 2-1 is now the score. A lovely pass from Eberechi Eze to actually kind of find Wilf Zaha there. And we just got picked up on the counter-attack, which is really not what we want, as Riley Webber leaves that man in his tracks, plays it across to none other than Roberts, who finds the back of the net, who scored his first goal in the Premier League just a few minutes earlier. He's now got his second. He now has the chance to kind of replicate what he did against Bournemouth in scoring, well, when it rains it pours for him, but in a positive way, you know, he's like a London bus or whatever. And we do have a penalty, and you can guess who is going to step up for that one. You can see the foul here by Anderson on Riley Webber. Vieira's pissed, but stepping up is going to be Roberts. Can he score a hat-trick? Yes, he can. We waited so long for his first Premier League goal, and he goes and gets a hat-trick I don't know how to explain it. He scores his first goal, he gets a hat-trick. He's done it in the Championship, he's now done it in the Premier League. Maybe he can do it in the Europa League and the Champions League and whatnot. But 3 attempts, 3 goals for Marcus Roberts. You know, he's been rotational to Ismaili Sarr this season, but when he's called upon, he's picked up the odd goal, which is really good to see. As you can see, that Riley Webber has won the February Player of the Month. He will receive the award. I think that's his first in the Premier League. He's had a couple of good runs in a couple of different months, but this month in particular, he has been the standout player. You know, he missed out a few times to a couple of other players, but finally his first Player of the Month award. Really, really good to see as we're back in the FA Cup, and this time we're taking on Leicester. So we're taking on the current holders of the FA Cup. Oh no, we're in the second season. I completely forgot. I can't remember who won the FA Cup in the first season, sorry. But the current holders in real life, shall we say. We've obviously had a couple of trouble games against them. We were 2-0 up in the previous episode, I do believe it was. And we bottled it, and we drew 2-2. Same happened at Liverpool. We were 2-0 up and we lost 3-2 in that one. This time, though, Harry Wilson does put the ball into the back of the net. If you remember Harry Wilson, a few episodes ago, he kind of complained about us taking him off, you know, thinking he was better than me, the manager. You know, he thinks his decision-making is better than mine. So he has been dropped for that reason. Playing in the cup game here, he does score, and he probably does deserve to play. He is kind of, I think he's 7 or 8 ratings higher than Carvalho, so, you know, the ratings don't lie. He is better than them. But, you know, if he does it again, he's going on the transfer list, and we will look to sell him next season. But an hour into this game, Patson Daka takes out Harrison Reed, and just like that, they are down to 10 men. And they need the goals, and their striker goes and get a red card. It's not what you want, and then to make it worse, the Lap almost scores to make it 2-0, doubling our lead, but they are going to get the ball away. And just look at this control from Wout Weghorst. Gets past 2 men with 3 really, really nice touches. Thankfully, though, we win the ball back, and unfortunately nothing did come from it. But as the final whistle is about to go here, we are in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. We will be going to Wembley for the first time in this save, and we will be taking on Liverpool, the team we've struggled against throughout this save. Throughout, we have struggled against them. You know, we went 2-0 up, we lost 3-2. If that happens in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, that is just going to be enraging. As we come into this one against Arsenal, and the first main action comes in the 46th minute of the game, where Luka Jovic is sent off, and quite a cynical, quite a silly red card, very similar to the Patson Daka one. It's a striker's challenge. But 77 minutes into the game, a great save from Nodak. It goes straight back to the striker, and he does put the ball into the back of the net. And this game was a very dull and very mundane game. The only real chance being the only 2 highlights being the red card and this goal. And we will go home empty-handed from the Emirates, outwitted by Mikel Arteta. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.